Okay, man. So I know I already covered me just needing a new job in general, earlier this afternoon. So here I just want to really touch on basically more of, how am I gonna make my life better? I know, like I said, I already talked about, the new, like getting a new job in general. Of course, that is much needed at this point on, considering that I've been in this dump for 12 years and what my pay rate is, it's something for me to just feel regretful about. And now I gotta start working on it, because like I said, I should never have let myself go this far. And now look how the results come out. Look how much more stuck I feel in my life. Because look, I had my important 2-week break, but since then, now I just, like, especially the last 4 days, that's the life I really, really want. I really want that life now, but I can't get it yet. And now who knows if I'm ever gonna have any more opportunities, or I'm gonna have more of these 2-week big breaks. So it's like, I just can't keep hoping and waiting for another opportunity like this, like it was the last 2 weeks. I can't keep hoping for that. It's just, I gotta earn my way to gaining my peaceful, much needed space of my own, permanently by doing what I'm supposed to do. Look, I can sit here and just continue to live with what I'm dealing with. Continue to hear all these talks about another possibility of, like, moving to another state, even though that's not my decision, but I can sit and continue to listen to all this, right? But in the end, it's like I said, man, I gotta start taking small steps on, just investing in myself, even financially, because, I'm not about to continue to let myself be in this position, and especially as I'm still working in this dump, that my life just continues to become worse and worse, that I feel more and more and more stuck than I was in the previous years. So, now look what has happened. Like, I just gotta, I pretty much put myself in the hot seat, both in my outside life and in my work life, for the reasons that I've touched on, in my many videos, older videos, regarding my dump situation, and why I'm still there, and obviously my outside life, and it's like, I can't, like, I just, like, it's hard for me to envision what my next hope is gonna be, because, like I said, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have another opportunity to have this kind of break. I just can't keep waiting. I can't keep waiting. I can't keep hoping. So I got what I got. Okay? I got what I got. Now it's up to me to do everything I can in my power to earn my way to a permanent peaceful life, a permanent peaceful, much needed space of my own. And I know it's gonna take some time. And yes, like I said, a new job is much needed. And you know, it's just about the only way. Because right now, being stuck in this dump makes me feel that I'm stuck with this life that I have. I'm sorry, man. Like, I mean, I gotta start with a new job where obviously I get paid better with better benefits, and also it will serve me a start of a new life or a new chapter in life, to where I'm gonna deal with not only a new workplace in general, but an entirely different environment. Even if it's a work environment to where it's going to help me to learn so much more on how to challenge myself in life, and obviously better life choices, you know, better life decision making. Because right now, like, this has just been going on for years already, and that's already led to this point. I mean, like, I don't know how I can find myself succeeding, you know, with this kind of life that I'm dealing with. And you know, I said it before. It's hard for me to ever have a good year in general now, because I know what's already expected, in that if I'm still in this dump, and that means I'm still dealing with the same life that I've been dealing with. Yes, I'm still taking therapy, but right now the real struggle is me engaging in a much better understanding of it, in terms of applying what I learned and just making it a second nature, to where now I don't really feel so mentally affected by certain things. It's been a challenge. But hey, man, look, like, I've gotten myself this far, and now I'm dealing with more and more and more chaos. So, I mean, look, I can say all I want about, you know, my dump is like my temporary escape, even though it's not really saying much, you know, considering, you know, what the place is. But it is my temporary escape from stress. Like, you know, it's just tough. It's tough. But I mean, I know what will happen going to next year. But I mean, am I really gonna wait that long until I see myself, like, see my own life changing, not by what I'm doing, but by what I'm being surrounded with? Am I really gonna wait that long? I know I still got a lot of shit around edits to do, but I think my biggest priority, and I really gotta do this, I know it's just a lot of patience and effort and time, is to just apply for 10 freaking jobs a day. 10. I mean, you know, if I'm really gonna give myself a chance, and I better really buckle down on what I'm applying for, because if I really want to get the hell out of that place, then it has to come to this. Apply for 10 or more each day. And if I get a job interview, you know, good for me. It's time to take advantage. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as of right now, I mean, I haven't had one since earlier in January. And it's just right now, I mean, I feel my energy just being sucked out of like so much of this flying, and it's like, what's next, man? Like I heard what I heard on the news about what the economy is, and I touched on that. But I just can't. I can't let myself get affected like that. Just knowing that the more I dwell on what the news brings out about the economy, in terms of like the layoffs and the cuts, the businesses shutting down and all that, it's like then I'm definitely feeling to procrastinate more on my job hunting, which I don't want to do. I gotta keep making effort. I still gotta stand on business no matter what. It's already late July, and I'm still in this dump, man. I don't know how else I can put it. To me, it's just become more and more of a, I already said enough that my life is a disgrace. To see the position that I put myself in, just like now it's making it harder for me to really get myself out of there, and and making a better life of a new job that I was supposed to get a long time ago. But if it wasn't for all those problems or those issues that I've dealt with earlier this year and even last year with friend issues, nutballers issues, group text incident, all of that, then I would have already had a better life just being in a new job, and none of this would have happened. But it's like the longer I stay in this dump, the more I feel these kind of emotions just getting on me. The fact that I'm tired every single day, especially now that I'm having to face this kind of reality again. So like yeah, I do feel that way. But it is what it is. If I'm gonna continue to feel this way about the life that I'm dealing with, and knowing that if I don't do something about it, then it is what it is. Like I'm gonna continue to suffer, and just more bad things happen. Look, I get it. I get that if I end up having my own space, like sooner or later, then it's it's tough, but then it is what it is at this point, man. Because now, like, I'm not gonna have, like, trust me, it's gonna be a while until I gain the kind of freedom that I had the last couple of weeks, or 2.5 weeks. So it is gonna be some time, and I'm not gonna be willing to wait and hope for another one, because I think the best chance for me to really buckle down my job hunting is I gotta do it on my dump. I know I gotta multitask with other flyers I gotta update and all that stuff, but at the same time, when I get a chance, I really gotta buckle down, or else I'm gonna continue to suffer, just like mentally. So it is what it is, man. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going because I know I'm not gonna get so much freedom, especially outdoor freedom, at this point on, until I get myself another break, which I am not gonna be willing to wait around for again. Because who knows if I'm never gonna have one again, at least until next year. So yeah, it's just a lot of, just a lot of confusion, just a lot of chaos, and it is what it is, man. I gotta do everything in my power to just break away from all of that, and then we'll go from there. All right, peace out, everyone.